Hi, my name is David Ion, and today I'm going to show you how to take apart a Ryobi power tool battery. Over the years, I've gotten very interested in batteries, and I've taken apart hundreds of them. So today I want to show you the fastest way to take these apart to harvest the cells out of them. So to begin with, you're going to need a Torx bit that has a hole in the center of it. They call them a security Torx bit. So I like to start with the cell, and let me get the right Torx bit here for this one. So on Ryobi batteries, they have these Torx bits, and there's 5 of them on the top. Now here's the tricky part. Right here is one that's encased in plastic, and they're a little more difficult to get off. The way I like to do it is I take a bit like this. It's a forked bit. I've seen them used on guns and things like that. So what I do is I take a little bit stronger drill here. It's just a Milwaukee brushless. And I take this, get it in the right angle here. So I take this, and this is kind of tricky to get it to stick there. Once it starts to do that, you can get, and it's the same, just normal Torx bit underneath it. You just unscrew this. From there, you want to pinch the sides of it and pull the top, and it starts to come apart. And there you go. Underneath it, you've got your battery management. These 2 tabs just pull out. They're pretty easy. And then you've got your lead wires that are connected to nickel plate that go to the battery. When I'm disassembling one like this, first I like to cut the lead wires just so that circuit board is not charged. There's also a high temp sensor right here. It's black. I just cut that. So I'll just cut all these, disconnect it. On your main negative here, or your ground right here, you can see that. I'll do that after I take these screws out. So there's 4 screws connecting the board to the battery pack, and then there's 2 screws that connect the board to the heat sink. So it's a #1 Phillips on these smaller ones. So I get a #1 Phillips bit, and just unscrew these. So once you get that unscrewed, it's pretty easy to lift the board up. You can just kind of pull it up like that. The pack starts coming out. Just pull the pack up, pull the board up, and then it's connected to a piece of nickel strip here. What I found the easiest way to do is just take a pair of pliers here and just pop the nickel strip off the cell. So there you go. Now you have just the cells. And from here, what I found the easiest way to do, and sometimes you have to try a little bit with a screwdriver. You want to try not to arc across these cells because they can get hot. So the easiest way I've found it is you try to pull here and just pull that off like that. If there's a little bit of nickel strip here, don't worry about it, but I go ahead and just go like that and pull it off. So we'll do the next one here and pull that off. And I'll go ahead, since these are in such big pieces, later on, if you want to, you can take one of these little clippers here and clip anything that's left off on the cell. So there we go. And here, we'll go ahead and take this main negative lead off. Right here, you have the high temp sensor that's on the cells to prevent them from overheating. I just pull it off because it's kind of sticky and it'll stick to your pliers or whatever you're using and get in the way. So, like I said, I'll just pull this nickel strip back. Like I said, sometimes you have to use a screwdriver just to pop that up. Once you pop it up, here, watch out because you don't want to arc over and hit that cell. So I try to go at an angle and just pull this off. Like there's a little bit left here, but not a lot. So I will go ahead and pull these off. And the last one here. So from here, you can see there's 5 18650s in this pack. I mean, that's how they're getting to their 18 volts there. It's just wiring these up in series. So now, there's 2 Torx bits here, screws here. So, right size here. There we go. And I will just remove these. All right, from there, the cells just come out of the packs. Pretty easy. Most of the time I found in these battery packs, it's more likely that chips that have something wrong on the individual batteries. Every once in a while one cell will burn out or something. So before you put these batteries in a charger, I mean these 5 just came out of the pack. I mean it's and they're good batteries. These are Samsung 18650 20Rs, which are a tough, reliable battery. There's a lot of them out there. They've got a pretty good range and a high discharge rate, which makes them really good for power tool batteries. So what I'm going to do here is just clip from the spot welding of these batteries. There's just a little bit on top of it, so you're going to clean the top of the cell off. There you go. So I clipped that off. See how that's kind of clean? Because when you're reusing these, you want to be able to spot weld back to them. So you don't want, if you leave too much of a gap in there. I mean, for instance, you can see this one has a lot of just extra nickel strip on it. You don't want that there because when you're spot welding to it, you won't get a good connection. It'll sometimes arc a spot welder or just give you general trouble when you're trying to reassemble these. So I'll go ahead and clip these off. I mean, they're not very hard. You see how it clips off pretty well. And sometimes if you're if these clippers get dull or you're just got a challenging one, I'll just take a tiny little hammer and just tap it flat a little bit. Don't hit it too hard because you can arc the inside of the cell. But basically, this is how you do this. You clean them up, and then from there, you're going to want to see what kind of shape these cells are in. I mean, they've probably got low voltage, so you need to charge them, and I'll show you that in another video. So I've taken these apart. On another video, I'll show you how to take these cells and bring them up and recharge them so they're like a newer cell. I also want to mention, when you're doing this, I mean, just in case, lithium batteries can go into thermal overload and they can be dangerous. So I always like to have a bucket of water back here, just in case a pack caught on fire. You can throw it right in the bucket of water and it will not continue to burn. So anyway, that's how to take down a Ryobi. This is a P190. I'll have some other videos of taking other batteries packs apart. I've just done so many of these and had fun working with lithium cells. Actually, people have joked that my wife is a battery widow because I've gotten kind of obsessed with taking apart batteries and building packs and different things with them. So from there, like and subscribe, please, and look forward to more videos to come.